What is up, folks? Person Gaming back with another episode of Valheim Mods Weekly, the show where I help you figure out what mods are good for you. And it has been a little bit since I've done an episode. It's been a week or two. But the reason for that is because it is really hard to get some of these mods to work. And like you see here, this week is mostly just building mods and then one really cool decoration mod. It's hard for me to get some of these mods to work, and not being a professional coder or anything like that, I don't have a lot of time to try to play with them. So I'm bringing you guys what I can bring you today, which are buildings I'm really excited about just because they're awesome as crap. They look really good. Before we jump anything though, I want to take a second to say thank you to everybody who has liked or subscribed on the content, because it does help out and it does mean a lot. And then also thank you to the guys that create these awesome buildings and these awesome mods. And if you guys are still constantly keeping them updated and stuff, that's mad dedication, because I know Valheim goes through updates constantly. So thank you guys very much for the hard work that you put in. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on our first mod. And our first mod is called the Fishery by Vorzek. And it is a super cool mod. It's just a cool little building that you can place in. It's, you know, it looks really neat. It's got a lot of cool stuff with it. It's got plenty of storage here. Like you come into this here. Can't actually run across stuff for whatever reason, but you got a little chair here. You can sit in front of a fire. You've got all these different chairs here, a table you can store stuff in. You've got all the crafting benches you're going to need. You have another little table here. You've got all this cool stuff. You've got this out here that wraps all the way around the building, unless you just kind of sit out here and hang out and do whatever you want. And you can even actually fish off of this thing. I mean, depending upon where you put it. If you put it closer to the shore where better access to fish, where I don't have this, you can actually fish off of it. It's kind of neat. And then up here there's a little bedroom, but it's a really cool bedroom because, you know, look at all this storage space you have. Now yeah, some of these chests aren't very big, but you have got a butt ton of storage. Like, there is just so many sneaking chests up here. You've got all these ones here on the side that you can look into. Like, there's just so much room to store stuff. You've got a bed here with chests and things. You've got another little fire there. You can cook stuff. You got another little table. And then through here, you have a cool little overlook to where, you know, you just want to come here and hang out and just, you know, watch the waves maybe. You know, depending upon if you're the type of Viking that likes to read, you just sit here and read a book and feel that cool breeze coming off and just chill. Maybe watch some deer over there playing, or some necks or some pigs or something. Like there's a neck over there. A few of them. Just sit here and watch them play, you know. Have a cool little place to chill. And then down here on the bottom, jump over this, come over here, and then down here is a cool little fire pit. So you can actually, you know, come down here and do stuff. You can have little food cooking there. And the way that this is supposed to sit is, if you have a better shallow area, this ring actually sits pretty good in the shallows. But I thought this was a pretty good area to put it too, because this could make a cool little way station for people who are in the black forest and stuff. Like right there, you know, you've got smelters and stuff in here. You've got the stuff you're gonna need. So, you know, there you go. It makes a pretty good little base. And it's just a cool building in general. Like, I really like the look of it. I think it just looks really good. I think Vorzek has done an amazing job. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next mod. Alright, folks. So our next mod is called the Dragon Tower by Toja. And it is a cool little mod. There's not a whole heck of a lot here. It does leave you a lot of room to put stuff, though. But it does make a good little base to have. There is a bunch of different stuff here. You've got your little windmill. You've got an area up here that you can come around and hang out or fight from. You've got this here that you can walk out on and, you know, fight from if you need to. Slap some trolls around. You've got this here, which is another little entrance area. You can put stuff here, even more storage, depending upon if you wanted to head out that way. And then you've got, through this here, you've got the main area. So you've got two smelters here. You've got some storage behind them here. My gate won't let me get to it, but this one over here will. So you've got some storage here. You can drop some stuff in. There's nothing here. That's just a cool decoration. But you've got plenty of storage, benches and stuff like that. You've got your fermenters, your cooking stations, this is really cool because it lets you do a butt ton of cooking and stuff. Like, I think this was really well put together as well. You've got all your little extra stations, all the stuff you're gonna need here to craft whatever you need to craft, do whatever you need to do. Just a whole bunch here, just really well done. And I like the placement of all the additional stuff that goes with the crafting stations. Like for the forge and stuff, you've got everything that's just kind of lined up right there by it that you're gonna need. Really well planned out base. And then up here, you've got some sleeping area, you know, little 3 beds that you can get on, a little table. And then you've got this here, you know, nice little overlook to come out and look around and see what's what. And then last but not least, you've got this one over here that actually lets you lower down another thing, and then it just circles around. And the top part has a cool little overlook as well. You've got more smelters, you've got kilns and stuff here. And then you've got this awesome little overlook that lets you just, you know, come out and chill. You can actually pull these up and it creates a cool little box-like effect. And then this just runs around the outside of the tower. So it lets you see, you know, pretty good view. Lets you just, you know, come out and hang out. It's a great little visual thing. It's a great little base for a small group of people. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next mod. Alright folks, so the next mod is called the Dragon Tier Keep by Toja, and it is just super cool. Another really good mod. You've got this awesome big portcullis here. You've got these big double doors. Go ahead and close that behind us so nothing comes in. And it's cool little, you know, skin rugs there. You've got plenty of space out here to put stuff if you need to. You could even use this as like a little animal keep or extra smelting area and whatnot. And then when you make your way up this, if I can actually make my way up, you get up here to the top of the walls, and you got this hatch here, which that's a really clever way to lay out, you know, a hatch and stuff. I mentioned that before, and I think like they've done just a super good job with that. And you've got this that goes all the way around, so you can actually come out here and fight. And I love the way that this, you know, slopes up like that. And then this comes around, and you've got this hatch here that you can open and fall down. Did not mean to do that. Run back inside. Hey, get in the door. There we go. My dude doesn't know how to close the doors until, you know, after he's through. But this is kind of like the main gathering area. It's just really neat. There's a lot of cooking area, some fermenters and stuff, and then you've got over here, you've got beds and stuff for people. You've got another little, I want to say courtyard here that you could use as like an animal pen and stuff like that. You have wolves or what have you. And then this is just an area I cleared out back here for, you know, whatever I needed it for when I spawned the building in. But this is just really cool because you've got, you know, little areas, so you can use this as a group base if you wanted to. And then a little throne here to where the server hoster can, you know, have court if they want, as it's called. And then this way leads to the crafting area. So you've got all the crafting stuff you're gonna need right in here, some storage. These are the smelters and stuff, and unfortunately it is kind of a pain in the butt to be able to get everything in on this one, because you have to jump over like this to get to the side. But still, I mean, I think they've done a really good job. And then up here, of course, you know, you see the kiln and the rest of the work stuff. Come back down here, through this, over this way, and then we follow these stairs up, and these stairs lead to this, which goes, you know, right here above the little main area. And this over here is the master bedroom, or the whatever you want to call it, like that. Some nice layout, nice little decoration, and that's where that hatch that knocked us off was. It was like pointed into here, and you can actually raise these up. See, little bridge, so nobody can get into your room if you don't want them to. You can go out that way, that takes you back towards the portcullis, or you can come back over here and follow these stairs up, and this takes you up here, which takes you onto the roof. And then you can, oh, gotta go around this way. Hey, come on, get up on that. There we go. Come over here. We'll lay that back down real quick. And this here is just a little observation tower that is behind the throne, which, you know, really in a normal keep you wouldn't want to have that there because it make it too easy for somebody to sneak in and bloop, assassinate the guy on the throne. But it's a really nice base. I think Toad has done a really good job on this, you know, making it a really big base that you can actually make a lot of stuff with it if you wanted. Make it into a nice community base and put a lot of smelters and stuff out here. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the last mod. All right, folks. So our last mod, as you can see, is called Clutter by the Odin Plus team. And something weird happened. So in between trying to set up the Dragon Tier Keep and this mod, something got buggered. I had to delete and reinstall a bunch of different mods, and in the process of that, Clutter stopped working. Build share actually quit working too, and I had to configure it a weird way to get it to work again. Got the keep loaded in, got everything done, tried to reload in Clutter, and it for whatever reason I can't get it to load right. I can't get it to work. I can show you everything, but I can't show you how to bring it into the game like normal. So instead what we're going to do is, this is the easy spawner. I've showed this off before. So what we're going to do is all of these things you see here that say custom piece, like custom piece barber pole, I'm going to go ahead and I don't want to spawn it in my inventory. We're just going to spawn it there in front of us. And that's what it does. Spawns in a cool looking light source. So, and you can spawn in a tub, a bone pile. So we're going to come over here. We're going to spawn in a barn owl, little barn owl decoration. And that's a little elk decoration that you can spawn in. So like I said, I can't 100% show you everything because of how it, you know, it messed up. But if I come down here and I go to Clutter, oh, don't see it. So I'm going to have to type in Clutter tool, spawn. Okay, so I did not mean to do 11. I need to delete that. That's probably why that light is so bright. I accidentally spawned in 11 of them. Ah, well. So we're going to lower that. So what you would normally do is you take a bucket, put it on your hotbar, and then it would give you stuff to build here. Now, this is where something got buggered, and I don't know what happened. For whatever reason, it's not loading in the stuff. I've updated Jotunlib and all this other stuff. I've tried everything I could think to get it to work, but something is buggered somewhere, and I can't get it to work right, no matter what I've tried. I've even tried it to where this and Bepinex and Jotunlib were the only ones that I had, and it still doesn't work for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it buggered out something fierce. But this is still a super cool mod because it does offer a bunch of stuff that you can decorate with. You've got all these things here. You can do a bone pile, like, you know, there. You can do bones. I don't want to put those there. So we're going to do, you can spawn a bone in. Then we're going to do these bones. And then you can do these bones and slightly move. And just have, you know, graveyard all around you. And that's actually a picture that they put on the Nexus page for this. This is a cool bone bridge. I don't know how they did it, but they did. And you can do spawn in a little pelican statue. You can spawn in a candle in a bottle. Like, there's all different kinds of cool stuff that you can spawn on this, which I think are just really, really neat. There is just a lot of cool stuff. See, here we go. Spawn a cool looking gravestone thing. Like, there's just so much here. It adds like 120 something decorations, I think it is, that you can actually spawn in or create with this when the mod works correctly. And not saying that it's not going to work for you guys. It just doesn't work for me, and I don't know why. Short of doing a complete delete and then reinstall of the game with just this mod, it, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to work. But I still think it's amazing. I've actually used some of these things, spawning them in different places around, playing on friends maps and stuff like that, just to mess with them. And they're like, well, where the hell did this come from? Just, you know, hey, there's something cool there, like this little gravestone. I spawned that in next to a friend's bed, and he kind of freaked out a little bit because he wasn't expecting it. But this is a super cool mod, so I thank the Odin Plus team a whole bunch for this. The guys, like, you did a really good job. I do love this mod. You've added a lot of decoration to help, you know, spruce up bases like that one there and make everything just, you know, a little bit more livable. But with that, folks, we are done for the week. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Have fun. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.